Good morning, you guys. In this video, I want to talk about my evolving, changing sleep experience and schedule since getting sober in mid-September. It is early morning, 4:52 in the AM to be exact. That's my puppy, Ellie. And it has become relatively normal as of late for me to wake up around 4:30, 5:30, 6-ish, and then just stay awake. When I was a kid, I remember being one of those kids who was really excited the moment he opened his eyes, but it was always really early in the morning. I would get up extra early. I would watch cartoons. I have very fond memories of the Flintstones, of Scooby-Doo, of like ESPN Sports Center. I would wake up extra early. My parents would be asleep. I'd be in the living room. It was a really fun, special time. I vividly remember it. I don't know where that time went, but I know that as I got older, and particularly as I got into drinking and then became an alcoholic and then got really deep in his drinking, early mornings were a terrible time, to say the least. My early mornings for the last 2 years have consisted of detoxing, of sweating, of anxiety, of dread, physical symptoms, mental, emotional symptoms, tossing and turning, sweating in bed, unable to sleep, unable to get good sleep. It was the worst. I fucking hated it. By the grace of God, I got very lucky and I'm having a chance to get sober again, working really hard on that. Since getting sober though, my sleep has gone through different patterns, different phases, you might say. The first 30 days, they were kind of rough for my sleep. I think mentally or emotionally speaking, I was just relieved to not be drinking, but I was someone who drank 12 to 14 standard drinks a night, every single night of the week. As you might imagine, I was just going to need some time to adjust and calibrate getting sober. So my sleep was really bad in general, let's say for the first week or 2 or 3, really. And then it sort of has been settling into whatever might be normal. But one of my main issues is that I have been waking up to pee a lot. And so I've been trying to address that, drink a little bit less, work on my sleep timing. Excuse me. And focus on lifestyle and natural things that I can do that were just impossible when I was getting drunk every night, which really broke my heart at the time and made me legitimately sad because I always had this idea of being this healthy person and I couldn't do it because I couldn't stop drinking. I digress. For the last, let's say 3 to 4 weeks, I have been really good at my sleep hygiene relative to the past. I go to bed around the same time, 10:30. I try to stay in bed till 6:30, 7:30. I'm not consuming any processed foods or added sugars late at night. I wear blue light blocking glasses. I've been getting better about doing some reading before bed to calm my nerves. I cut off my caffeine around noon. I'm doing the things. Google things to do to sleep. I'm doing the things. But around 4 or 5 hours into my sleep every night, and this is now becoming pretty normal. It's 5 a.m. I woke up at 4. I just wake up wide awake. I don't know if it's a negative association with my drinking and those mornings of just laying in bed, sweating and hurting and being in complete despair, that I just want to get out of bed to not be there. I don't know if there's some PTSD going on, like legitimately, or if there's just something natural going on inside of me that I'm now exploring, which might be known as, I don't know why I added the might, which I have researched is known as biphasic sleeping. It's something that I'm gonna try, I think. And I think I'll probably update you guys as to how it's going and how it might impact my mental, emotional health, my physical well-being. It's obviously all very important to me. It's extra important to me now that I'm sober because I can finally follow through with things, which I couldn't do. But biphasic sleep is when you get 4 to 5, maybe 6 hours of sleep at night, and then you're up for a number of hours, and then in the afternoon, you take a nap. This sort of has been what I've been doing, especially when I cover my gym and wake up early in the morning, and then I do my stuff. I'm very productive, and then I take a nap. So I'm gonna try that, and it's just different. I just wanted to bring it up to you guys because as a drunk, I would essentially just gut it out in bed off until 10:30, 11 in the morning. So I would be in bed getting little bouts of terrible sleep, waking up, going back, getting terrible sleep, from like 11:30 till 11:30, like 12 hours of torture. Some of the things I've noticed that I really like about this right now, as it stands, and I'll talk about some drawbacks before I say goodbye to you, because this was just meant to be a quick check-in, are that I'm finding myself to be very, very, well, mostly awake and, I used that word incorrectly, alert and functional and curious about my day and excited, and I have energy and productive and effective at using my time. I've also been noticing, regardless of if I'm doing biphasic, the nights, let's say I got like 7 hours of sleep, that not a lot for me gets done between like 1:30 and 4:45 when I go to my gym. It's like this dead time. Not that that's bad, but not much happens. So I have found myself to be really engaged in recovery work, in professional work, in educational stuff, in getting things done around the house that honestly has been pretty unfamiliar for a long time. And so that's been a really huge plus. The downside I'm noticing, which makes me wonder what it's going to take for me to hone this experiment in a way that can be effective for my health and not potentially damning to it, is that sometimes I'm pretty tired in the evenings, maybe more so than I would normally expect to be if I were doing monophasic sleep, just trying to get all my rest in one go. So I make this video not to suggest or encourage anything. I really don't. This is more just like, it's a major change from my drinking days, and it's a new discovery for me as a sober person, and I just wanted to share it with you and mostly leverage your guys' experiences to help my own. So in the comment section below, have you experimented with this sort of sleeping in 2 chunks of time? Granted, I'm very, very lucky in that the business I own really requires most of my attention, administratively speaking, periodically throughout the day over the computer or the phone. I'm at my gym in the evening for sure, then I do my YouTube channels whenever I want to. So I'm very fortunate in that way. But I just wanted to share this with you guys because it's a major change, and I like giving you guys feedback on what's going on with me, and I really appreciate it, and I love learning from your experiences. So that's what's been going on with my sleep since getting sober. I want to focus the video just on that and get out of here before I ramble any longer. Adios. Thanks for letting me chit-chat about our sleep. Okay, see, I get weird in the morning. It's like manic-y fun energy, which I guess is good. All right, bye. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, you guys. In this video, I want to talk about my